sleeper-cutting days are drawing to an end, said the man on the radio. Soon reinforced concrete will replace the iron bark under tracks across the land. And as progress takes a stride and pushes sleeper cutters aside, a way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. A way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. I still remember the sleeper cutters camp and the hut they called their home. Those hard, tough men spent their lives out in the bush and very rarely came to town. But then the railway had a need. Now it bites the hand that feeds. A way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. A way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. When sleeper cutting is finally at an end and a way of life has passed on by, then sleeper cutters will be just a memory, lost in the shadows and dust of time. And as years pass on by, someone else will wonder why a way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. A way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. And as progress takes a stride and pushes sleeper cutters aside, a way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. A way of life ends and like dust is blowing away. Standing on the corner, can you tell me just a little of your life? Did you spend your time out on the open sea? Were you a shearer, a drover, or just a layabout? Did you have a wife and family, or were you one of those men who just has to roam? I'll pass you by there and never know. Old lady living all alone in a big old house. Your garden's overgrown. Can you tell me just a little of your life? Were there children? Were you a husband's loving wife? Or did you love a soldier who marched off to war and never came home? I'll pass you by there and never know. Young man, living from the garbage can you tell me just a little of your life? Have you tried and tried, but you've never found a job that all won't support the habit that you've got? And was it misunderstanding that made you leave home, or a growing sense of failure that won't leave you alone? I'll pass you by there and never know. These are people we'll see out in the street, caught up in our endless tramp of feet. If you stop to talk or just listen for a while, there's a chance that you might realize that a mother, a father, old people in the street, that could be your kids someday. We pass on by there and never know. We pass on by there and never know. We pass on by there and never know. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died doing what they want to do? They're entombed in the ocean blue. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died doing what they want to do? They're entombed in the ocean blue. Gone by, the whaling men would set sail out of Eden. The only life they ever knew was sailing on the ocean blue. They spent their lives on a swelling heave, their wives and families they'd leave, steering east for one more catch. So many never came back. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died doing what they want to do? They're entombed in the ocean blue. Now as then, down Eden way, they still set sail before the break of day, caught up by some magic spell, the stories the deep could tell of men and boys in fragile boats, all searching for the same great hope, a bigger catch, new fishing grounds. Their life is the ocean blue. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died doing what they want to do? They're entombed in the ocean blue. Words are written, the news comes in, the antique smitten, taken by some southern storm, to Eden she'll never return. A father and son's life got short, so many ask, all for what? No one else could understand except a fisherman. How many tears have been cried for the antique and her men who died, doing what they wanted to do. Their life was the ocean blue. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died, doing what they wanted to do. They're entombed in the ocean blue. How many tears have been cried for fishermen who've died, doing what they wanted to do. They're entombed in the ocean blue. They're entombed in the ocean blue. They're entombed in the ocean blue. He could sing when he was young, so to parties he would go. He was a man of mark, then you could tell it by his clothes. And on his arm his pretty wife, you could tell he loved to sew. And everyone would buy them drinks and they'd listen to his songs. Life went by with wine and song. He started drinking more. It didn't seem to matter. Success was knocking at his door. But then one night his pretty wife was taken from his side. To ease his pain he started drinking more. He was on the downhill slide. Time went by, he drifted further down. The drinking took its toll. A broken, drunken derelict who wandered through the town. But late at night you could hear him sing if you passed the old graveyard, singing songs for his pretty wife as he lay upon her grave. Have you got a tear to cry for the booker? Have you got a tear to cry for the booker? I sit alone, my fire's burning low and the wind is whistling round my door. I watch the fire and the embers as they glow and think of my gypsy girl, a girl I knew long ago. Where did she go? I don't know. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. back to the years, to the days when I was young. I hear the words the old man said, don't fall in love with a gypsy girl. She'll take your heart and your soul, she'll hold you in a whirlpool. Then you'll turn and like a shadow she'll be gone. You'll turn and like a shadow she'll be gone. I didn't heed the words the old man said, just laughed and went on my way. Fell deep in love with a dark-eyed gypsy girl, and in my arms through the night she'd lay. I gave her my heart and my soul, she held me in a whirlpool. Then I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. Where she went to I don't know to this day, but when she left she took my heart away. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. So I sit alone, my fire's burning low, the wind is whistling round my door. I watch the fire and the embers as they glow, and think of my gypsy girl, girl I knew long ago. Where did she go? I don't know. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. I turned and like a shadow she was gone. Only 16 years of age, he arrived here on his own. His father had died young, so he never knew a home. His mother used to drink, and that kid never knew a Christmas. So he left to start a life of his own. And he's worked hard on the land, he's been an upright man. I hear he gave Sherman's box and Tentago, and in the dark days of the war, one of the first to join the fight. Now he has a family of his own. Pretty girl called Betty soon stole his heart away. He married and settled down to live in a little town. It wasn't very long before he had a growing family, and he gave them all the love he never had. And he's worked hard on the land, he's been an upright man. I hear he gave Sherman's box and Tentago, and in the dark days of the war, one of the first to join the fight. And now he has a family of his own. Back in 1925, he arrived here all alone. He's worked hard and he's given love, and he's made it on his own. And I'm proud to say I am part of his life today, part of that family of his own. And he's worked hard on the land, he's been an upright man. I hear he gave Sherman's box and 10 to go. And in the dark days of the war, one of the first to join the fight. And now he has a family of his own. And now he has a family of his own. I like to see the wattle and hear the bush birds call, and I like spring and flowers blooming. And I like to stand beneath the tall gum trees and listen to the wind on summer mornings. And I like being here with you. I like being here with you. I like the open spaces and starry nights, and I like little kids. I like to hear them laughing. I like to feel the spray from crashing waves and the salt smell on my skin and eagles flying. And I like being here with you. And I like being here with you. I like to hear the rain on an old tin roof, and I like to lay in bed, warm and cozy. And I like to see the dawn on winter days, and I like thunderstorms with lightning flashing. And I like being here with you. I like being here with you. Most of all, I like being here with you. I like being here with you. Being here with you. Being with you. Being here with you. Today, I'm full of sorrow, 'cause I'm leaving this old town, friends I knew. Today, I've gotta move on, 'cause there's no work around, just the handout you. Now the bosses came the economy. Then they gave us a day's pay and slung us out the door. And me, I've rolled my bluey. I've got some grub in an old sugar bag, new pair of shoes. And me, I've rolled in my blanket, just a few special old memories I wouldn't want to lose. Like the note from an old plane, and my dad's watch, and his gold chain. There's the photo of me in the light horse marching off to war. And you, my old blue dog, you can tag along beside me wherever I go. And you can share my blanket when the nights turn long and cold and winter winds blow. Now there's a place that I heard about, but if there's no work, we'll take the hand up and we'll fill the tucker bag, keep moving on. Tomorrow we'll be long gone. Well, I don't know where we're going or what we're going to. Tomorrow, come sundown, we'll camp along the roadway, anywhere will do. But if we're lucky, we'll find company, and we'll yarn a while of how life used to be. We may even find an old mate out on the road to join us up and bluey down the road. But now it's me and my dog and Bluey on the road. Just me and my dog and Bluey on the road. Well, it seems like only yesterday I heard my old daddy say, well, I've no time to sit around, there's work to do before the sun goes down. I've got to work, I cannot stop. Life is work until you drop, and you work and you work and you never stop. With a wife and kids to be fed, I'll be working long after I'm dead. I've got to work, I cannot stop. Well, the years rolled around, the day came to put on my bow and my chain. I got a job working for the man, he'll work me to death if he can. I've got to work, I cannot stop. But life is work until you drop, and you work and you never stop. I work all day, I don't put up a fight. If the boss says work, then I work all night. I've gotta work, I cannot stop. I met a girl and we've settled down. We've a house on a little bit of ground. Our children now, they number 3. This bloody work will be the death of me. 2 jobs now and I never stop. Life is work until you drop. And you work and you work and you never stop. But everything we have, it's on HP. There's more to life, there's gotta be, than work and never stop. During lunch break yesterday, the angels came and freed me of my ball and my chain. But as I stood at the pearly gate, the Lord said, hey, don't hesitate. Up here you work and don't you stop. But life was work until I dropped. And I worked and I worked and I never stopped. But I thought I'd rest when they rang the bell. Well, if this is heaven, I'm going to hell. I'm gonna burn and then I'll stop. Yes, life is work until you drop. And you work and you work and you never stop. Now my song is at an end. Well, I hope you've learned something, my friends. Don't you work and never stop. There's more to life than work until you drop. Last night I heard the wind call out my name. It whispered through the trees, time to move again. I lie in the darkness, watching you softly sleep, and try and think of a way to stop these wandering feet. But I'm a rambler, and I'm a wanderer. I won't stay too long, can't settle down. Been on the road too long, always moving on. Come early morning, I'll be gone. So now I pack my bags, dawn is getting near. And as you stir from sleep, I whisper, I love you, dear. You wake and ask me, how long away this time? But you know it'll take a month or more to stop these wandering feet. 'Cause I'm a rambler, I'm a wanderer. I won't stay too long, can't settle down. Been on the road too long, always moving on. Come early morning, I'll be gone. I hear you crying as I close the door, but I can't stay here anymore. Last night I heard the wind call out my name. It whispered through the trees, time to move again. I lie in the darkness, watching you softly sleep, and try and think of a way to stop stop these wandering feet, 'cause I'm a rambler and I'm a wanderer. I won't stay too long, can't settle down. Been on the road too long, always moving on. Come early morning, I'll be gone. Come early morning, I'll be gone. Have you seen the moon rising on a cold, clear winter's night, behind the mountains standing near your home? And have you seen the black swans flying across a golden sky at sunset, looking for a sleepy old lagoon? Then Mother Nature's calling her own to rest. The night is coming, day has had its best. Mother Nature's singing her lullaby, and it's time to sleep and bid the day goodbye. Have you heard the night things stirring when your body's tired and aching from working in the fields from early days? And have you heard a cricket singing, heard an old owl hoot to bring in the stars to twinkle until the break of day? Then Mother Nature's calling her own to rest. The night is coming, day has had its best. Mother Nature singing her lullaby, and it's time to sleep and bid the day goodbye. Have you heard the breeze is blowing and scattering all the dead leaves that have fallen from the trees in autumn days? Have you felt your body so weary, felt your eyes grow tired and bleary as you sit beside a fire at the close of day? Then Mother Nature's calling her own to rest. The night is coming, day has had its best. Mother Nature singing her lullaby, and it's time to sleep and bid the day goodbye. life out on the sea. Oh, for a life out on the sea. Feeling the breeze in my face, feeling the deck roll beneath my feet. Out on the sea, out on the sea. Oh, for a life out on the land. Oh, for a life out on the land. Working with the earth, the open skies above my head. Out on the land, out on the land. Oh, for a life out on the sea. For a life out on the land. But I stand in the city street and know that dreams are all there'll be. Out on the land, or out on the sea, or out on the land.